Red Scott, hit it.
I'm a captain. I'm from the Marble
side.
We're drawing. Marbles tonight. Marbles tonight.
All right. We got a smaller room tonight. Just so far, it's me, Scott, and Drew. I think John will show up. I think the ladies are sitting this one out. It's kind of a shame since it's a female-centric movie. But so topics the Marvels, but we don't have to say within just that movie. You can draw, characters from other stuff. But, if you want to draw Nick Fury instead of the ladies, that's fine. If you want to draw back to the first Captain Marvel, if you want to draw Captain Marvel Shazam just out of protest, that's cool too. We'll take it.
out of protest.
Yes. All right. So Scott hasn't seen the movie. Drew, you saw it, right?
I did.
And John saw it, I know.
Yeah, I was with John.
Okay. And it's an interesting movie. It's like the first Marvel movie where you really should have watched the TV shows before you saw this one. Not that you can't enjoy it without it, but like they don't really go into like who's this character. She just shows up,
Yeah,
So I can see why people that didn't watch the TV side may not have clicked for them. Even though Iman Vellani is super charismatic and adorable as the character, if you didn't watch the show, then it's like, well, who's this person and why should I care?
Well, I've never watched Ms. Marvel, and I've absorbed enough through cultural osmosis that I'm aware of her. Yeah. And of course I've read the comics, so I have understanding of Ms. Marvel from the comic.
Yeah, but so you're not the average viewer then. Like the people that don't read comics in between or didn't read comics, they just go see the Marvel movies. Which is a shame. I mean, I thought the movie was a lot of fun. It wasn't super deep, but it was fun. The villain was good enough. I mean, they could have done more with the villain, but hey, I'm all for watching, those three ladies running around kicking ass. And I thought the MacGuffin of where the powers were, switching back and forth switching them back and forth, the using of the powers. I thought the direction on that was pretty good. How they managed to incorporate that into the fight scenes, train on it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take the banner down. John is here now.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so I'm gonna draw Miss Marvel. Who's everybody else gonna start off with?
I'm drawing Monica Rambeau.
Okay, and that's another thing. Like they never actually. I mean, they did the joke about naming, but they never gave her a name, right?
No.
So I mean, I still call her Photon, and I think that's what the Marvel's gonna end up going with, but.
Mm-hmm.
There's no official use of the word photon.
What?
Monica Rambeau's character?
Oh.
I think somebody else is talking to John.
Oh. What?
What? What?
What? I'll do Kamala. You think they're ever going to do the whole stretchy arm thing and all that? No. You think everything is just set with this, like kind of like?
I think the version of her powers in the MCU is going to be that energy, the hard. What do they call it? Hard light.
Yeah.
Hard light construct, which is how you explain Green Lantern's powers.
Oh, really? I mean, it's kind of neat how she makes the things that she can like run on them, But. I guess, like I said, like the comic, you know what I mean? So used to being like almost like Plastic Man with the stretchy arms and the big hands and all that.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that in the MCU. It's just going to be that hard light.
Maybe it's too much of a budget to do that. I don't know.
Maybe they don't want people.
Well, I don't think they want to infringe on Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mr. Fantastic coming in, so they don't want to.
I guess so.
I mean, not that their powers are exactly the same, but there's enough similarity, you know.
Right.
I'm kind of fine with the way they did it in the MCU. I mean, she still gets to embiggen her hands, but it's just, you know, it's the energy. What did you like about the movie or didn't like? Either way.
I think the villainess is kind of random. I mean, she's not like a real villainess, is she?
Oh, from the comics?
Yeah.
I don't think she's from the comics.
Yeah.
That's a Drew question. I don't
Yeah.
Actually, I think she is, but I don't know how much of a major character she was.
Right. How do you guys
Is
like
that
that
Madam Web thing?
It's a what?
Is that like the Madam Web thing?
Well, I mean, Madam Web is a character from Spider-Man
Yeah, but
who
she's
nobody
like
who nobody likes, but
Oh, I thought she was from like Doom Patrol or something.
no, Madam Web was an old woman who was blind but
In a
could see the
wheelchair.
future, and she was like,
Oh, okay.
you know, like would sit on this chair, and she was guiding Spider-Man, you know, by telling him like using her precognition to tell him like what, I guess, how to react to stuff or whatever.
Go left.
Yeah, and now they, you know, this new Madam Web is like a young lady, not the old lady on a.
It's a lady.
Yeah.
It's like what was that on the Tick with Mr. Mind? It's like telling the Tick where to go.
Mr. Mind.
Yeah, that's the one. He's guiding them. It's like go straight, go forward. Now you see that
work?
traffic light? Don't take that one.
Well, I don't know. It's just.
It's just
The villain that they used for the Marvels, you know, is just kind of a throwaway villain. It was somebody that they could have be the heavy for the movie and then throw him away at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like the villain in the movie is just she's okay. She's good enough, but nothing memorable or you know,
nothing to.
I did kind of like the premise of the villain. I just, you know, the execution was kind of.
Well, I like your questions too, like about like what about the other planets that they took all this stuff from? It's like, oh yeah, that's a good question.
That's the thing. That was the thing watching the movie for me. It's like, and I think a lot of the movie, it's one of the shortest Marvel movies so far, and I think this one could have used maybe 15, 20 minutes more to flesh some stuff out. In my opinion.
Yeah.
But like the Aladna, the water planet. This is what I was talking to John about. It's like, you know, they start sucking the water out, and then they go away from the planet. It's like, hey, wait a minute, are those people okay? Did she destroy the planet? Did they?
Well, obviously not. Everything happened. Everything got restored to the end. You know, it's like it's all good.
But that you know, there was no visitation. Like if they, you know, if she had come back at the end of the movie and like checked up on him or something, you know.
Well, I think that was just assumed, you know, like because didn't she like kind of like have the power, so she was kind of restoring the suns and stuff like that. So, I would imagine at that point you kind of assume that. Yeah,
that's asking a lot of the audience, you know, to sort of fill in the blanks.
But you know, no one really thought about it. Like. Did you think of that?
I did.
You're you know, I mean, you're pretty particular that way. You know, you point out these things.
I know. I didn't think it was unreasonable to ask.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, honestly, I didn't want to be overly critical of the movie because, you know, you get branded a misogynist for not, you know, for finding fault with, you know.
Oh my!
I mean, but
Captain Marvel.
Here's the thing, like we always talk about. There's a lot to like in the movie. There is.
Yeah, that was fun. I thought it was a fun movie. I thought it was a very fun movie. And a lot of people that I saw wrote about it said, like, yeah, you know, give it a chance, you know. But
So I mean, I overall I enjoyed the movie, but that doesn't mean it didn't have weaknesses. You know, I'm not.
Well, Gwen like the Flurkens. So
Yeah.
What's
Did-
not to like?
it's just weird how like you like everything gets because I mean did that happen like in the first movie too, where like it coughed back up people or things
It
back
cough-
up?
it didn't cough back up people, but it did cough up like the cube. You know.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
well. I figured I just assumed because the cube was semi-invincible, you know, or indestructible, you know. But yeah. But again, too, you know, this is where like you got to kind of like separate the belief and disbelief because it's like you know, imagine like you said being digested in that in those Flurkens, you know. I mean, there's a reason why the what was the name of the scroll was like all freaking out, like get that away from me, keep it away from me.
Well, I mean, it's like the inside of the Flurken is clearly bigger than the outside, right? So it's it's not really.
It's a Doctor Who. What do you call those?
What the Sonic?
Scott? No, the
TARDIS.
Yeah, the TARDIS.
Oh, the TARDIS. TARDIS.
What's the spatial anomaly kind of thing where it's like it's in a different dimension or?
Yeah.
They've got a term for it. I just I'm having a
like
senior moment right now. Where I can't remember.
And
It's what?
Okay.
Mary Poppins bag and Sport Billy's Omni sack.
Oh man, Sport Billy. There's a thing I
and the
haven't heard in a
utility
while.
belt.
But yeah, it's fine.
You know, it's
it's
fine.
It's a comic movie. You know, you just gotta just go with it. You know.
Yeah, just go with it.
Yeah. Hey, did you watch the new episodes of Doctor Who?
I don't have Disney Plus.
Oh, okay. I just saw like I didn't read it, the article, but they said like I guess they changed something like.
But they changed the Dalek thing already at the beginning. I mean, at the they did that special. That was they did that special.
Yeah.
And they changed it because the bad guy, the leader, he was this messed up, like kind of like old blind mutant in a wheelchair type of thing. And
Davros.
Davros. So they changed him so that he's not like that anymore. Because that's not good to make handicapped people seem like they're the bad guys or something.
There we go.
What?
Well, I don't think that's why. I mean, maybe that is, but
no, that's what he said. That's what the guy Russell Davies said.
Oh, he actually said that. Okay.
Yeah, he said that. It was like
because the scene is that the Doctor pops up when Davros is creating the Daleks.
Right. And then was in college, and they went through a whole bunch of names.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was the thing that they alluded to. Okay, no, because I saw an article saying that they changed something, so I wasn't too sure if it was the, the sonic screwdriver or something, or.
I mean, that's all that I've seen so far because I haven't been able to watch it.
Yeah. You will. I'm sure it'll be on.
Let me know when you want to watch it. Maybe we can do it this weekend. You want to watch it this weekend?
What day? Because like Sunday, I gotta take my dog to the doggy spa.
Oh, okay. And then Saturday is the thing, right? The jam. Oh, Saturday and Sunday.
Oh,
Saturday jams.
Oh, is that the IA one also?
Yep.
Yeah. But
this Doctor Who special that they have on Disney Plus now is kind of significant in that it's based on one of the Doctor Who comics from back in the day.
Wow.
And the cartoonist or the illustrator Dave Gibbons. He was the artist on The Watchmen, and he's done a bunch of stuff. He's the artist who drew that comic that part of the story is based on.
Nice.
So that was kind of neat. I guess the people who make the Doctor Who show apparently paid Dave Gibbons and Pat Mills. Pat Mills was the writer. They paid them royalties, but they didn't pay the publishing company. They just paid them, which I thought was kind of cool. It's like they gave the people who actually worked on it, a royalty for it.
As they should. As they should.
Because Gibbons had posted pictures. I guess he got to go to the set or something and look at the creatures that he had designed for the comic.
Oh, nice.
That's the cute little thingy.
Yep, the meep.
Yeah.
It's kind of meep.
Is that a toy? Is that gonna be a toy?
I'm sure.
I'm sure it will.
Although they get all that stuff in England, we don't really get that stuff here. All the Doctor Who toys are,
Yeah,
overseas.
they stopped doing that too. Yeah, because we would get the BBC America toys kind of thing coming down for a while.
There was a hot minute where you could find that stuff, but
yeah. Okay,
you get the magic cards.
And Hot Topic was still cool.
It's not cool anymore.
Nah.
It's like if your parents go there, it's not cool anymore.
They used to have because they used to have like Batman shirts and stuff, and they don't carry that anymore.
Oh, okay. Pause there. But yeah,
the Flurkens. You said Gwen liked the Flurkens.
Yeah.
What do you think of the whole? Because come on, babe, like the introduction of it, I got shades of the Tribbles from Star Trek.
Yeah.
They're just like popping up all over the ship.
Well,
I mean, it's like how does that work? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Drew.
Well, I mean, as soon as I saw spoilers, as soon as I saw those, they started discovering those pod things. I was like, those are Flurken eggs. Like I knew it. I mean, you could kind of see it coming.
Well, plus they kind of mentioned too, like, hey, aren't you getting kind of big?
Yeah. Like when she's talking about her cat being so fat and all that stuff.
Yeah. So
it's fun when you say Flurken. It sounds like you're cussing. I knew those were Flurken eggs.
Yeah. Maybe that's the whole point. I should have looked up reference beforehand. Speaking of Flurken, hey, it's my Flurken here. So cold today. She's been going in and out of the house all day.
You're not getting flooded out over there, are you?
No, not yet. Oh man, yesterday I had to go to Kamiki to pick up more books, and wow, at one point I couldn't even see the road. It was that bad. Like on the freeway, everyone just dropped down to like 20 miles an hour because it was just like a sheet. I don't know. It says it's supposed to get, the rain's supposed to get pretty heavy, like all week, rest of this week. But we'll see.
I thought it was funny how in the Marvels, Monica's costume had the little wingy things, between her arms for like a hot second, and then she tore them off.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, because like her original costume in the comics had this sort of like cape thing that was kind of like stitched into the sleeves.
Oh, you're talking about on Aladdin when the new costume was created?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you now.
Oh, that's funny.
Because it had those little wingy things hanging down, and then she tore them off because she didn't like them.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sure there's probably like a lot of inside things. Like I never really followed the comics on all of them, but I'm sure the fans like probably caught some things.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like the character of Monica because she was Captain Marvel in the comics I was reading as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
Sorry, Scott. Shazam was known as Shazam to me when I was a kid. So,
when
Captain Marvel.
when did she have that black and yellow outfit with the lightning bolt on it?
Oh, you're talking about Carol?
Was that Carol? I'm not too sure.
Carol Danvers had that was while she was still Ms. Marvel.
Okay.
Ms. Marvel, that's Ms. Marvel.
He's so upset.
It's DC's fault.
I know it's their fault, but it's like I keep saying, you don't call Darius Rucker Hootie, right?
People do. People do all the time. He hates it, but they do all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's correct.
But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
I know, but it doesn't mean that's right.
I think he complains about that a lot. It's like, I'm not Hootie.
Like, what's his name? Mark McGrath saying he's not Sugar Ray.
I saw Michael McKean on an escalator.
Oh.
And I don't know why, but for some reason, the first thing that popped up, I just saw him. I went, Lenny.
I'm sure he's gotten that a lot in his life, though.
He just kind of went like, "Hey, fuck you."
It's like, hey, your references are 40 years out of date.
Well, that's the thing when you get typecast into a character,
I couldn't. I was drawing a blank on his name. I was standing there, and my ex-wife was with me, and she's like, "Who is that? I know who that is." And I was like, "It's Lenny."
Wow.
I don't like the movie version of Miss Marvel's costume.
Yeah.
I liked it better in the TV show.
I don't know. They always change these things, Wow, I totally tore this up. I tried to use a pink pet eraser.
There's some stuff going on her sleeve that I really don't like.
You make it your version now.
Well, I mean, I feel like all the MCU costumes are designed to be annoying to draw.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, that for sure. And I blame Ryan Meinerding for that. I love Ryan Meinerding's art, but I think, hey, bastard, quit trying to make stuff so hard for us.
It just looks cool.
I got the outline.
I just want wings on everything again, I mean, they did give Namor wings, but
Yeah,
it's not wings on everything. It's textures on everything,
yeah.
But then,
like Captain America.
Shuri tore him off.
That's right.
I wonder. I hope so.
Yeah. Or like, Thor doesn't have the little helmet,
Yeah, the closest they got to that was in Ragnarok, right? When he's in the gladiatorial ring and they gave him the
right.
Well, there's a scene in Love and Thunder when he's like remembering, and he's like that one where he's running.
Yeah, as a kid, yeah.
And you see him and he's wearing. There's a shot where he's in the comic costume.
Oh, really? I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah, it's
once.
He's got the the leg wraps, like the classic Thor boots, and he's got
right.
And then he has the wings on the helmet and everything.
That's so bad. I think like every movie lately I've only watched once, and I'm like, that's enough.
Well, I mean, there's so many of them, you can't.
There are, but But I remember before when I guess before streaming, you're like, I'm gonna watch this movie to death till I memorize all the lines.
Well, but I mean, has there been a movie that's come out that you've wanted to?
I'm sure there's something. But, Blue-Eyed Samurai. No, I'm just kidding.
Like I was watching Raising Arizona the other day. And like I've seen Raising Arizona like a million times. And it's like I can start reciting passages from that movie.
All right. That's fair.
And it's like, I mean, how many movies have you seen lately that you've wanted to like say stuff from the movie?
Yeah.
I can't remember the last movie I saw that I had any memorable, scenes or dialogue.
Yeah. Because I would think that the new Ghostbusters, you figure I would watch that enough. I mean, I've seen it a few times, but not enough that I've memorized all the lines. But
I always honestly, the last one that I find myself saying lines from was Dungeons and Dragons.
That's true. That was a fun one.
Just because they kept talking about Jarnathan. Is Jarnathan gonna be here? He really should be here.
Really. I forgot what the race is. It has like 2 A's, like a Kokra or something like that. It's called. Yeah. Yeah. That was
in Dungeons and Dragons.
The actual game, yeah, it really is a character class, or a monster, I should say. It's like a bird-headed thing. Well, actually, it was kind of like a bird human.
Well, the Kenku are crows.
Yeah, but they were more like thieves and stuff like that. This one was actually more like yeah. But I'm just trying to figure out what that fish creature was. The one that ate the cat creatures. I'm like, oh, what is that supposed to be?
It's a catfish.
Yeah. Look at you.
Cats are friends, not food.
Yeah. Everybody, please let the Flurkens eat you.
Yeah.
Silly. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Okay.
Yeah, I gotta watch my diet, so it wasn't. Thanksgiving's not as fun for me anymore.
Oh, okay, I see. Can't eat your body weight of food anymore. Yeah. I get it.
Turkey for you. Turkey for me.
Here we go.
No, go turkey for you. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey out of big brown shoe.
Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million people. 50 million.
Can't be wrong. What's that? Gobble gobble D and gobble gobble giggle.
Turkey only cost a nickel.
A nickel.
My favorite part is where it goes. Thanksgiving is a special night.
Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite.
That's right.
It's a classic. SNL's got some holiday stuff that's just like iconic at this point.
Oh yeah,
that's one of them. David S. Pumpkins I watch every year for Halloween,
Oh.
And then Christmas time's coming up. It's with where they're like playing the banjo and stuff.
The which one?
I wish it was Christmas time. I wish it was Christmas time.
The one that Horatio.
Christmas time is here.
Yeah, I don't care what your mama says. Christmas time is here.
I keep thinking of was it Was it Tarzan, Tonto, and Frankenstein playing drummer,
Yes.
drummer boy? Drum.
As world turn.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys still watch Saturday Night Live?
I watch it on YouTube. I don't watch it on TV.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously they're still going, you know. But...
Yeah, I'll catch the highlights, and I mostly watch it for the fake news.
Nice.
Well, they've been doing this thing where, because it's Michael Che and Colin Jost
Jost, yeah.
Okay.
doing the news,
Uh-huh.
and they'll write each other's like stories for them.
Oh.
And,
Oh yeah.
and Michael Che constantly is trying to get Colin Jost canceled. Like it's it's pretty freaking funny.
Yeah.
He'll write some horrible stuff, and Colin has to say it.
And then they look at why would you say that?
It's pretty hilarious.
I'm still every time I hear Colin Jost, I just think he's married to Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, but Michael Che had the best thing. He was like, I didn't know we could date the hosts. He was like,
Oh wow.
because I guess that's how they met, was when she was on the show.
Did you guys see that that roast of Alec Baldwin?
No.
How long ago was this? I haven't seen any
I don't-
roast in like 5 or 6 years.
I don't remember. It came up, but it was like I was watching someone. I was like, "Wow, someone were pretty harsh." It's like, "Wow." I mean, that's what a roast is, but still, it's like, "Wow." Like his daughter went on there, and then still like totally tore him apart. And it's weird because you can tell he's getting kind of angry, you know, just watching his reaction, but he just kind of forces it and does like this real fake laugh, you know. This.
I don't know. There's some of the roast. I don't like the new style of roast because some of it's
Really?
just malicious. Like I used to watch the Dean Martin roast, you know, the celebrity roast with Dean Martin.
Yeah.
But those people liked each other. They were taking shots at each other, liked it. But some of these roasts, they you can tell that people don't know each other and they're just being mean.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's no love behind the joke. It's just being mean, and that doesn't work for me.
Well, but I mean, I think, and I'm making an assumption here, but I think those Dean Martin roasts, they all knew each other.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. They knew each other, but the new ones, they just like invite people in and hey, we got this guy coming, come take shots at him. And I don't like that because.
Oh, I thought there was like some kind of like correlation to why they're there. You know, like they're friends.
Nah.
They acted.
No, because I was.
Nah, they're just like bringing in comedians that have the time and want to do it. You know, it's like.
Oh, all right.
Need a paycheck? Come on in.
But unfortunately, like for me, that ends. You end up getting stuff that's just from a place of spite and meanness. It's not.
No love.
No love, and that's why you're right. The D. Martin roast, those guys did know each other. That's why I said so. The shots came from a place of love. It's like friends busting each other's balls, kind of thing. Right. You know.
We were just talking about it with Don Rickles. Yeah.
Well, Rickles, because he was friends with Sinatra, and
yeah,
you know,
the ketchup thing.
Yeah, that ketchup story kills me. It's hilarious. I'm trying to think, like, it was one of them I was watching, and it was like, you know, they had like Sammy Davis Jr. would be there, and like Dean Martin, and then like there was like I think it was like Jimmy Stewart or whoever. You know what I mean? They could always be like, they'd like drag somebody off, out of the mothballs, and
Yeah, I remember seeing a few with Ronald Reagan and stuff like that. Like Frank Welker in his early days.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like the difference between the two
I get
types
it.
of roast shows. So the new roast, because I used to love watch Comedy Central when I watched TV, but those roasts, it's just like they're just being mean. They're not.
Like I remember when.
No, go ahead.
Well, there was one. It was a roast of Dennis Leary, and it had like there were like people there that he knew. Like they had. That were roasting him, and it's like when he had his time to respond, like he was tearing them apart. It was hilarious, and I guess like something like that
happens, right?
When you have a comedian that's sort of known for being kind of mean spirited anyway. I mean, honestly, that kind of situation is funny to me, but but I don't know any like. I guess there are some mean comics out there you could roast, I guess, but
No, but I mean, they would bring in like celebrities and then bring in a bunch of comedians to take shots at them, and it's like, you bring in somebody like you deliver like I don't like Trump, but they're bringing comedians to roast Trump, and they're gonna take shots, but it's not from a
Or like when
George
Takei was on
even if it's
Shatner.
someone I don't like, it's like this is just mean. I don't know. I'm a weird guy. I know.
Okay.
You're just not a jerk.
Well, it depends on who you ask. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would call me a jerk, but. All right. Let's sing the Thanksgiving song again, Scott.
There you go.
Used to say dynamite.
Sorry, I brought down the room. There you go.
Can't believe
turkey for you, turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl VD.
And we lost our 2 followers.
That's funny. You still think we have followers?
I'm surprised. Usually we have somebody, But I guess maybe the topic usually scares some people off.
The wrong captain. That's why.
There we go.
Should be Captain Crunch.
Captain Carrot.
Oh, that's the other thing. We do need to come up with a schedule for December. So what's coming up in December that we want
to? Christmas.
Yeah.
But one of the ones we always do is like holiday movies, right, or holiday shows. I don't want to do just Christmas. We want to be more inclusive, obviously.
All right. Well, Kwanzaa Day.
How about Festivus?
Yeah.
Well, if you do like holiday movies, or holiday shows, then you can.
Batman Returns.
Is there something coming out? Like is Aquaman coming out? Or?
Yeah, when's Aquaman come out, Scott?
The 22nd.
There we go. Oh, it's kind of late. Okay.
Well, let's see. The 27th is the last one.
I mean, we can do any Aquaman. It doesn't have to be the movie Aquaman.
Okay, so how about Aquaman on the 27th? Aquaman on the 27th. And then holiday movies on the 20th? How's that sound? Or you want to do holiday movies earlier?
No, you're fine.
Let's do holiday movies the 13th, and that way I can sneak in maybe a card for the cakey stuff as part of that theme.
Oh yeah, we might have to draw more because there's a lot.
Okay, so that gives me the 6th and the 20th. Now I don't know what else is coming up. I know What If is coming out on the 20th, but that's
there you go. What if
season 2?
Yeah.
What if season 2 what?
What's that?
What if season 2 what?
Yeah, what if season 2?
Who's on first?
Blue Eye Samurai.
We could just do Samurai for the hell of it.
Yeah, we
Samurai.
should. And then if we do Usagi again.
Well, that gives you that option, though. I mean, like I would probably draw Blue Eyed Samurai because I really enjoyed that show. But you know,
it was good. I mean, I'm still on episode 6, but yeah.
Onimusha, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Onimusha. Actually, any samurai movie.
I mean, I've drawn to Shiromafuni in the past. You know.
There you go.
Onimusha, Animusha.
Magna Carta, Master Charger.
I missed the bus. You missed the bus. We all missed the bus. When is the next bus?
Hey, you.
Actually, you got to do it more like a Gregorian chant. I missed the bus.
Yeah.
You missed the bus. We all missed the bus.
Oh, I don't know. The way he said it sounded like it was very
Anti-Meridian. Uncle
Meridian.
All the little meridians.
It's funny. That's a movie I wanted to watch. It's like Johnny Dangerously.
Yeah.
Starring.
Yeah. Hey, if we're gonna let Michael Keaton reprise all these roles, bring back Johnny Dangerously.
That's right. I mean, he's doing what, Beetlejuice and Batman and
yeah, nobody likes Batman. Bring back.
There
Johnny.
we go.
Spider-Man. That's the one.
No,
Yeah.
the Vulture.
Nobody likes Spider-Man.
Bring back Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom.
Oh,
what was it?
Oh, no. Wait, what was Multiplicity?
Oh, yikes.
Felicity.
Can't
I
remember
was
that
thinking
one.
of what was the one on Night Shift? Love Brokers.
Yeah,
with Henry Winkler.
I like that movie.
And he seems to be doing fine now. He seems to be in more and more things.
Yeah.
It's like a resurgence. And it was raining today, and I'm just like, I better bring a bag. I don't want to go to the comic shop. Although I'm gonna have to like get comic bags. I really need comic bags, and boards.
For anything in particular, or just in general?
No, just putting away stuff. I'm just realizing, like, oh look, I got the same comic 5 times. Okay, it's like I better start organizing this stuff.
Did you manage to snag a copy of G.I. Joe last week when it came out?
No, I haven't gone to the comic book shop in like ever since the show actually.
What happened to G.I. Joe?
Sold out.
He sold out? What? What do you mean he sold out? What did he do now? Did he go woke?
Did you see that first movie with the speed suits? Yeah, that was selling out.
Yeah, he's in there. G.I. Joe is patrolling Palestine right now.
Oh, there you go.
His kung fu grip doesn't work anymore? What's going on?
Yeah. No, he's got the
It's not G.I. Joe. It's
now with
G.I.
the Zionist grip.
Yeah.
The comic like it sold out all over Ireland, and I found out it sold out on the mainland too. So
wow. Just like I didn't realize, like, I guess like you know how they have like magic cards, and they have like all different kind of cards, for different series. Like, they had Transformers and stuff like that. Like there was a One Piece game, and I guess if you got it when it first came out, there's some cards in there that are like worth like almost like over $1,000, and I'm like, really? I don't know if it's just one of those like it's worth a lot now, but then later on they're gonna, it'll drop in price. But I guess that's the whole flipping game, right?
Yeah, there'll be a market correction later on when people go, it's not that special, It's like,
well, I guess the reason why it cost so much is because I guess it was a real small order that they did because they didn't know how well the series was going to do, so they only printed like X amount. So because it's, I guess the whole supply and demand thing, now everybody wants it. So again, I probably should have bought one, but oh well, did not. I did one. Okay, what do we draw next?
Well, I just Transformers. So sorry, let me backtrack.
Go ahead.
Robert Kirkman, the Walking Dead and Invincible guy. He has his own imprint on Image Comics. Like it's sort of like it's Image, but it's like his own, I guess, little label that they put on the comics. It's called something like Skybound or something.
Yeah, Skybound.
And so Kirkman is his Skybound is doing the Transformers comic, and there's the artist Daniel Warren Johnson, who's one of my favorites, who's drawing that one. I guess he's writing and drawing it, and then so his Skybound is now putting out G.I. Joe, and they have Larry Hama writing it.
Nice.
Again, and I think Adam Kubert is doing the covers, and then an artist named Chris Mooneyham is drawing it. But it's like it's number one because it's the first Skybound issue, but it's technically 301 because they started it out with the numbering from the original, like the last series, I guess, because Hama was doing G.I. Joe for IDW.
Okay.
And then that ended, and now that it's come to Image, they just started it. It's number one, but it's actually 301.
It's number one in our hearts.
And Transformers, like they still produce Transformers. Kids actually buy Transformers. Like it's a thing that the movies have been successful. The cartoons have done decent. Like there's still a fan base for Transformers, but G.I. Joe is kind of like a dead property. I didn't expect it to be the hit that it's been, but I think it's largely just based off of the nostalgia. Because like I said, Hama is writing it again. So,
well, I mean, look at like Master of the Universe keeps coming back.
Whatever happened to that secondary Masters of the Universe? That kind of weird one.
The one that was aimed more towards kids.
Yeah, the one that's like more CGI and stuff. What happened to that one?
I don't know.
Because that one kind of seemed to have come and gone, while the Kevin Smith one is still kind of sticking around, it seems like.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Smith sounds like he's going to do another season, right?
Yeah, So I was kind of surprised. I mean, I know I keep hearing about Kevin Smith's one, but the other one, like I barely heard about it when it came out, and then I haven't heard about it since.
Well, maybe it just wasn't well received.
Yeah, I mean, just like
and that's also Netflix, and Netflix has a real bad history with animation. The properties getting canned and not continued.
Like hopefully Blue Eye Samurai don't get canceled before season 2 come out.
Well, I think like Netflix has found that the animation that they do towards an older audience tends to do well, but I think a lot of the stuff that they've tried to do that's geared toward kids, I don't know. Well, that's not entirely true. I think some of the stuff that's aimed at like really young children has done well on Netflix.
Hey, did you guys see that they got that new movie coming out, Craig Before the Creek?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I still haven't caught up with all the
Craig
episodes.
Before the Creek.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like,
he's a kid.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
He's super small, and they just moved into the neighborhood, and he's just exploring the creek for the first time.
Sorry, would have been. It's about parents, and I know.
The parents before the creek.
And a first date.
My mom.
Oh, we lost Drew.
Drew bounced.
He's in the middle of his thing.
We didn't. I didn't boot him. He dropped. I did not boot him. He dropped.
He got censored.
Make sure
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. It's weird how like you're right in the middle of that story and like, oh, he got censored.
That's probably for the best.
You got canceled in real time.
It's that 5-second delay button.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You were saying though.
When he was given a scenario.
I was just. It's the origin.
When a man and a woman.
The origin of Craig the Creek.
Well, first the Earth cooled, and then the dinosaurs came.
No, not that far back.
But they got too big and fat, and they turned to oil. Then the Arabs came and bought Mercedes-Benz.
Do any of you ever listen to NPR on the radio?
I used to, but I haven't.
It's been a while, yeah.
Well, on NPR is a radio program called Radio Lab.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And it's kind of interesting. They talk about some pretty wild stuff sometimes. And I was listening to Radio Lab the other day, and they were talking about, I guess, about 5 or 6 years ago, doctors discovered a new organ.
Huh?
Yeah,
Piano?
a organ as a part of our bodies that up until just a few years ago they didn't even know existed.
Okay.
And it seems impossible. Like, human beings have been around for a long time.
Right.
And medicine has been around, like modern medicine. You would think like we would have figured stuff out, but apparently so there's like this organ that is called the interstitial, and they don't fully understand it all yet. They're still studying it to try to figure it out.
I think they're punkiness.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
And it's like there's still stuff being, and there's in the scientific community, there are as many scientists, trying to prove that it's baloney as there are that are trying to like prove that it's real. But the interesting thing is like in Chinese like medicine, like they're, I don't know what you would call it, like the homeopathic kind of like stuff, like
like natural medicine kind of
alternative medicine, or
like in China, how like a lot of medical practitioners use a combination of like traditional Chinese remedies as well as like more Western techniques,
right.
But it's like it's common, like like you're not going to get an American doctor that's going to be like, you should go get acupuncture, but like in China, there's still a lot of doctors that use acupuncture and recommend it. But one of these scientists that had written this paper talking about the interstitial was at a conference in China, and he got asked a question by a Chinese doctor about his paper, and he wrote about it, and the doctor was like, you didn't discover anything. It's like, we've known about this in China for 4,000 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's all like according to the Chinese doctors, the interstitial is all connected to like the whole thing with like acupuncture and using acupressure and all this other stuff. I don't know, it's fascinating to me.
Yeah. But it's an organ.
Yes. So this doctor who he discovered he's a, what do they call it? A pathologist. And so like he'd be working in the hospital, and like say somebody had their gallbladder removed. And then he would get the gallbladder, like after the surgeons perform the procedure, the gallbladder that's taken out of the person gets sent to him, and he runs tests on it and like studies it. And he would notice a lot of organs would have this, like on the structure of the organ, he would notice all these like cracks and fissures. And it was taught that this was just from the preservation process, that the organs were like sort of would dry out and that would start to crack up. And so, because scientists would not, you don't, a lot of times you're not examining the organs of a person while they're still in a person. You're examining them after the fact, right? And so it was just assumed that
they kind of frown on, just like opening someone up to check out their organs.
Right. So this doctor, he gets a call from a colleague that has a new, like I guess about 7 years ago, they had a new type of endoscopic device that could look at stuff inside the person. And this guy had contacted this pathologist and said, "Hey, I noticed something while doing a test with this new piece of equipment we have, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Can you come and help me out?" And he goes to take a look at this stuff, and I guess they were looking at a gallbladder that had this system of like honeycomb cells, and we're all full of fluid. And they started noticing when they looked at other organs that were still like alive, that all these other organs, like intestines, the colon, like whatever, like the lungs, all have this like honeycomb tissue that's like goes all through it, and it goes throughout the whole body. And then they started thinking, well, what is this fluid that's inside of there? And so they started doing tests on the fluid and find out that the fluid is mostly comprised of hyaluronic acid, which I guess women are really familiar with because hyaluronic acid is in a lot of these like beauty creams and stuff that's supposed to make your skin look more full, like, and like people who get like injections and stuff, I guess hyaluronic acid is in injections that makes your skin puff up so that you have less wrinkles or whatever. Well, it turns out this hyaluronic acid is like in our bodies. There's almost more of it in our body than there is blood. And it travels through this honeycomb system in all, like that goes throughout like your entire body. And they only just discovered this like 5 years ago.
What?
It's crazy.
That don't sound right.
It's true.
It's like everything you learn in medical school.
That boy ain't right.
Yeah.
And it's like there's doctors that were doing research on cancer, and because they try to figure out like how does cancer spread. And they would do all these things to try to kill the cancer cells because they said like cancer just starts attacking healthy cells and the healthy cells just get torn up. And they were trying to figure out like how is it that cancer goes so quickly through the body and then in the cells spread so much? Well, the theory now is that the cancer cells actually are traveling through this honeycomb system that your body has already. And that's how they were able to spread throughout the body so quickly.
Is this new or is this stuff that they've been keeping from us? Because
no, it's like it's only been like I said, it's only about 5 or 6 old that the papers that these guys have written have been on it, and a lot of the scientific community is saying that it's bullshit. They're saying that that they're trying to disprove it, but so far the evidence is starting to back it up.
But that's science's job, is to disprove stuff. So don't
Right.
make it seem like
No, I mean they're not all just like I'm out to get these guys. No, it's like in order to prove a thing, it has to be able to stand up to scrutiny. Yeah. But so far, it looks like the data is pointing in the direction. And on top of that, there's like scientists that were working on stuff not related to each other. These guys don't even know each other, and yet they're both coming up with the same conclusion. There was another doctor in China who was he was trained in Western medicine in like the US, but he practices in China. And he's seen like the results of like acupuncture having like a beneficial effect on people, but he could never explain why. He's like, why does this work? There should be, if it works, there should be a way to scientifically prove this. And the more this guy was trying to scientifically prove acupuncture, the more he was starting to correlate. His data was starting to correlate with these other scientists in America that were studying this interstitial thing. And then in Germany, another scientist who was studying cancer cells in lab rats, he basically did a procedure on a rat where he put like a clear glass cover over the rat's organs, so the rat was alive and he could just watch. He could basically look at the organs.
That boy ain't right either.
Well, I know it sounds crazy, and and obviously that rat is not going to survive. But the thing is that this guy working independently, specifically trying to monitor the spread of cancer cells, ends up discovering the same thing as these other guys did. He figures out how the cancer cells are moving through this like system that runs through the body. And this guy, and the crazy thing about this part is that this scientist, he realized now, instead of like putting chemo into the whole rat and because that's how they get rid of it, right? Like they just give you chemo, fill you full of toxins, and hopefully you survive, but hopefully the cancer doesn't, right? Well, this scientist who was doing this experiments on the rats, he was able to I guess figure out, by watching how the cancer moves, a way to prevent the cancer from traveling. And he's had some real positive results on these rats. And he's been able to actually reverse some of the effects of some of the cancer cells.
Cool.
I don't know. It's just very exciting to me. It's like, this is like some real, like, wild, cutting edge, medicine that they're doing here. And it's all new. And it's all the stuff that they didn't even know existed.
Cool.
Anyway, sorry, that's fine.
No,
I got way off topic there. I apologize.
It's fine. There were honeycomb patterns in Marvels.
There were.
When they did the warp thing, the portals.
That's right.
They're like honeycombs. So that's how it ties in, folks.
Yeah.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah.
No.
They did that on Futurama, yeah. And Fry got stung by the bee. He got pierced by the bee.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just mentioning that made me think of Bender doing the bee dance. Like communicating with them.
Yeah. I'm really bummed out I didn't get a chance to meet Bill Morrison when he was on Big Island.
Who's Bill Morrison?
He's one of the writers, creators of Futurama. He does a lot of Simpsons stuff too. I think even on the opening credits of like Futurama, you'll see his name, Bill Morrison. He did like a Simpsonized version of like all of Chris Carvalho's characters in the Guardians of Amakua in that kind of Simpson style.
Yeah, I think didn't he work on some of the Bongo comics stuff?
Yeah. He's kind of fun to follow.
Friend of Scott Shaw's, or
I mean, I think a lot of the artists follow him. He's kind of fun. He posts a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, we got to pour one out for Marty Krofft.
Oh yeah, Marty Krofft.
That's right.
It's like I know you guys are mostly old enough to appreciate Sid and Marty Krofft, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
HR Puffin stuff.
I used to watch Sigmund and a Sea Monster.
Yeah. I remember.
Like the Osmonds. The Osmonds was a Sid and Marty Krofft production, you know?
Oh, was it really?
Was it really?
Yeah.
Didn't they make like the banana splits, the outfits?
Yeah.
Kind of by that.
That's what it's like. When I saw that Marty died, it's like, man, it's like so much of the stuff they made, him and his brother. You know, I think his brother's still alive, bro. But
hey, Electro Woman and Dyna Girl.
Electro Woman and Dyna Girl, yeah, exactly.
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost.
Bigfoot. Yeah. Bigfoot and Wild Boy. Was it the Bugaboos or something?
Yeah, the Bugaboos.
Wonder Bug. On time. We're about an hour in, right? Let's take a progress check. Who wants to go? Scott, you get the progress. All right, let's see where Scott's at. All right. Mary Marvel. Yeah. Did I get the name right?
Wrong.
No, we said up front we'd allow it.
Mr. DC.
That's a Marvel. It's not part of the Marvel movie, but it's
called Marvels.
She's a Marvel. I'll take it. All right. Drew, I'm going to come over your shoulder. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Get some Photon going on.
That's awesome.
Photon.
That's Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to sound pretty basic here, but I appreciate having a thick superhero. You know,
there you go. I saw your sketches.
She's got some hips.
Yeah. A lot of people seem to have posted kind of that post. Yeah.
Drew, were you the one that sent me her dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to share that.
She looks good.
Yeah. It was like, and suddenly Marvels became the Marvels became the best Marvel movie ever. Well, because I thought that back when I was watching WandaVision, you know, because you got her and you've got Kat Dennings, who's also meaty. Yeah.
Meaty.
Oh, girl,
that's a good.
Mew Mew.
Right. John, you ready?
Yeah, sure. Is that blurry?
Oh, nice.
Is that okay?
The big and the Shaka.
Yeah. And then I did I don't know.
Oh,
Garfield.
Man,
imagine how much lasagna that Flurken could eat.
Flurken. I don't know.
Give me some Flurken lasagna.
That's all we got. And I'm just kind of taking my. Oh, that's good.
I'm going cute tonight.
Yeah, like that chibi version.
Yeah. So getting there.
I guess I realized that some of these, you got to throw in my. I put in my folders, so. Or maybe I should advertise it more on my my page.
What's that?
No, that these are for sale. Like, buy my stuff.
Please like me.
Yeah, exactly. What should I draw now? What do you think about that singing planet?
What Thanksgiving planet?
No, they were singing.
Oh, the singing planet. Aladna. Aladna? Yeah. I had they done a little bit more, I probably would have hated it. I think there was just enough of the Bollywood kind of singing planet stuff.
Yeah.
before it got too irritating. But I did like the part where he starts talking. Go, he's bilingual.
He just starts talking normal. That was smart.
I thought it was interesting, and like you, I felt it was an adequate amount. Like it didn't become annoying.
Yeah,
I think
like another 5 to 10 minutes of that, I think I would have been like, oh, this too much.
I don't know. I saw it and thought, as I was watching, I thought, well, the kids like this,
Yeah. But I think that's one of the scenes that was cut down quite a bit.
I would
think there was more backstory on like their marriage and all that.
Oh, okay. So we have to wait for the deleted scenes.
Yeah. Do they still do that on?
Yeah, they should.
Do they even make physical media anymore? I think like physical media is going away.
I mean, on streaming, they show it. You can see the deleted scenes. But that character was a real character, the prince.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I figured it was just hey, let's get Korea involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Age of Ultron, right? There's like a whole scene that takes place in Korea for no reason. Just
yeah, they want to tap into that market.
Yeah,
I guess so. I don't know. Age of Ultron was kind of a letdown for me.
I would agree with that, but again, because I'm a comic nerd, there's a lot of stuff that I could like about it.
Yeah. I mean, the coolest thing about that was maybe the Hulkbuster, which they didn't really need to make, but it was kind of nice to see.
I'm thinking of the opening language.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, it was I guess as far as like moving the story along, it was establishing that these guys have like developed a relationship with each other.
Yeah. And then the whole creation of Vision.
Yeah.
As Jarvis, yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if they come back, because that was the Doctor was a Cho. So I don't know relation to Amadeus Cho or
Frank.
Oh,
Amadeus.
Well, Amadeus Cho becomes the Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I think that character in the movie is in the comics is Amadeus's mother, I believe.
Yeah, that's
all
this
foreshortening.
That will come back. Foreshortening.
Not foreshortening.
Foreshadowing.
Sorry, foreshadowing. Sorry, I'm looking at drawing too. That's why I'm like foreshortening.
What's John trying to say here?
I'm going to use all the wrong words tonight and see if you guys can figure out what I'm saying.
What's scary is I did understand. We haven't had lately, like many comments. I saw 3 people watching, but nobody's saying anything.
Oh no, of course not. They're all here to listen to the stories. Yeah. They're here to listen to Drew.
Why me?
Because you're the story.
You have the best stories. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Tell us about how the Marvels traumatized you as a kid.
There you go. Can you point to the bear? Where did it hurt you?
Well, it's like, okay, so like when I was a kid and I would watch.
See, here we go. See,
I would watch the live action Shazam TV show. It was like the Shazam ISIS Power Hour or something.
Yeah. I think I had a little crush on ISIS.
There you go.
And I liked it, and I had an action figure of the Shazam, and I was a big fan of it, but I don't remember him ever being referred to as Captain Marvel. Like I guess I missed that part. And then I was aware of the male Kree Captain Marvel, in the comics, but I never read any of his comics. I don't even know if that was coming out when I was reading comics. but I was aware of the character. But I mean, it's like,
did you read The Death of Captain Marvel?
I did, but like, not when it was new. I'm pretty sure it was quite a few years old by the time I read it. And I think it's a very good graphic novel. And an interesting thing to do with the character. I don't know, like Jim Starlin. I only talked to him a little bit when he was at the convention, so I don't really know anything about him. But like, death is like a common theme among a lot of his comics. Thanos worships death. Adam Warlock is like sort of dealing with the guilt over deaths that he's caused. And then you have Captain Marvel is like basically, coming to grips with the fact that, he's going to die from the cancer that he contracted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, a lot of Starlin's comics deal with death.
Just working through some stuff.
Maybe.
A lot of people do use their craft to work through stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And,
did you watch I Kill Giants? Or read the novel, the graphic novel? Because that whole thing was like him working through the death of his sister,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jim O'Barr's The Crow.
Oh yeah.
That was all about dealing with the fact, like, I guess his girlfriend had died because of a drunk driver. And,
well, I got a lot of songs like that. I mean, Eric Clapton.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam.
Hey, so question. So like, okay, so Carol Danvers, right, on the planet, she's supposedly like she married the prince, I guess.
Yep. She's a Disney
does that mean,
princess.
yeah, is she a Disney princess now?
I would say so.
Oh. Yeah.
She's a Disney princess.
Oh, speaking of which, Drew, how was you went to see Wish?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Okay, I'll start with the good. Alan
This
Tudyk,
doesn't bode well.
Alan Tudyk steals the movie.
Oh, okay, as the goat. Yeah.
Yeah. He's adorable. The character's adorable, and he's hilarious. It's he's one of the best parts of that.
Okay.
Chris Pine as the voice of the villain. Interesting. I mean, I'm so used to him being like the hero.
Yeah.
That it's weird that he's like the heavy, but I thought he did a decent job.
I think
the animation was good. I mean, it was like visually looked good. The plot rolls along, doesn't really lull. Like these are the good things.
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Yeah.
Well, and I'm not saying the movie is like devoid of value, but that movie is definitely a commercial for Disneyland and Disney theme parks in general. Like it is, that movie is 100% promoting the shit out of the Disney brand.
So it's kind of like the what's going with the basketball? It's all WB characters.
Oh, Space Jam. Space
Jam. It's kind of like that. It's like a big Disney commercial, like Space Jam is a big WB commercial.
I guess so.
Is that a fair assessment, or like am I too far?
I haven't seen the new Space Jam yet, so I don't know. But
well, I mean, it's just like the old Space Jam. It's all I guess even more so, right? It's even more so.
back then was the whole, hey, it's Michael Jordan.
I mean, it's like
there's
the
a scene
premise of
there's a scene in the new Space Jam where like every background character is like, oh, there's Batman and there's you know,
well, I
just
mean,
all these.
I wouldn't say that it's quite that on the nose, but it's more subtle in that there's a whole scene where we learn that there's this island where there's a kingdom where people's dreams come true. And people from all around the world go to this magic kingdom to, in hopes of that their dreams will come true. You know,
is it a small world after all?
Yes, it is. And it's like they make there's a big point of like you see all these people from all over the place, like all kinds of different people in this kingdom, and they're all there in hopes of, achieving their wishes. And I was like, wow.
You wish upon a star.
Well, so that's a good segue, because that tune is the underlying theme of the whole score for the movie, and so it's like, and I just kept, and again, I don't think it's
a little too on the nose.
I don't think it's a bad movie, but it is very much like, God, could they make this a bigger commercial?
Yeah. Oh, don't ask that. They'll take that challenge.
Well,
can we make this a bigger commercial? Challenge accepted.
Big Disney sign in the back of every scene.
Mickey Mouse ears all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. Little subtle Mickey Mouse.
Was it like they had that look for the Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Right? Well, you do. Park, there is the Mickey Mouse ear shape pops up a couple times.
There you
go. You see a quick glimpse of like a Peter Pan. They make a reference to Mary Poppins. They talk about other things. It's
wow.
It's a bit more subtle than say like something like Space Jam, where there's just like, hey, look at this guy. Hey, look at this guy. But it's I don't know. I just thought it was funny that it was like it.
But I want to say, wasn't that kind of the point though? It's like, I mean, it's a Disney movie about like a fictional Disney.
About the 100th anniversary or something, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's why. That's really more than anything is that it's their 100th anniversary, and so this is their tribute to themselves.
Yeah. But it just becomes like blatant crass commercialism, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too cynical. I think that, okay, my other gripe is I didn't find any of the music to be as memorable as, say, Frozen or, and many of the other Disney movies of recent times.
Okay, did you see that? There's a trailer for the live action Frozen coming out next year.
What?
God, no.
With live action Frozen?
Yeah, Margot Robbie, I guess, is going to be playing Elsa.
Well, why did they not just bring in the?
Yeah, I know. It would make sense to have the actual.
I mean, it's
like she could certainly play her.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, there's a trailer out of that right now. So.
I'm not a big fan of the live actionization of the.
Live actionization.
Live actionization.
I think like the weird computer generated Jungle Book veers into the uncanny valley for me. The Lion King just looks strange to me.
I'm not looking forward to seeing what Stitch is going to look like.
I think a live action Stitch sounds terrifying.
Yeah, well, it'll probably be
he's a monster.
Yeah, but it'll be like Detective Pikachu. They'll try to make it look kind of cute.
Yeah, but I gotta be honest with you, I liked Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like that's probably the direction that they're going to go, I would imagine. But I don't know.
Am I wrong? Like Stitch he's a monster.
He's a monster. But I honestly,
But people love
saying that, the idea of it being slightly horrific kind of excites me. Like I'm hoping that we get some good childhood trauma from a live action Stitch.
Oh my.
Oh my.
It's like, how many kids went to go see Gremlins because Gizmo was so adorable, and then when they turned into Gremlins, got totally traumatized by the rest of that movie.
Oh yeah, totally.
I love it.
That Christmas Story is kind of messed up.
But the father,
Yeah.
yeah.
And but then the second one got silly with the president thing. Like what?
Shit, I don't know. I think Joe Dante is kind of a genius, and like the fact that he was sort of poking fun at himself in the second one, I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to figure out how to do this embiggening thing.
Kids, super
I want to have a big superimposed fist over this side, but I'm not sure how to do it. All right. Yeah.
It's an extreme foreshortening.
No, I'm just no. I mean,
you're telling the story.
I can visualize it in my head. I'm just not sure how to do it. You know what I mean? As far as what I'm going to use pencil or paint pen or what to get the effect.
That's the thing. We have all these like different media in our arsenal, so it's a matter of like choosing which one. Which one?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. One Piece.
One Piece.
Juan Valdez.
Yeah, I was gonna make that joke, and I was like, oh no, maybe I won't.
Every morning, Juan Valdez gets up and picks only the freshest goddamn coffee beans.
That's right.
I give you permission, John. As a Mexican American, you have my permission to do the Juan Piece.
I thought I was gonna get in trouble with the Conan thing.
Detective Conan?
No, the one you know how you guys told me like I should do like second image.
Yeah. Oh, whether he's dragging the lady. Why would you get in trouble for that?
I don't know. Some people are sensitive.
Well, people are strange.
They might consider it sexist. You see my followers. Get all these comments all over.
I don't understand.
They must be Spider-Man fans.
There we go.
I have an action figure of this version of Captain Marvel, and I'm too lazy to go dig it out. I should have done this ahead of time. It'd be a good reference to use.
It would be.
I can get mine if you want.
Get from Captain Marvel.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I have an original Miko, Shazam Captain Marvel.
I had one of those.
It's not 100% original. I had to get a replacement cape and boots for him, and a replacement lightning bolt sticker to put on his chest. But I had his.
Why? What did you do?
No, because is old. It was from like 1975. That's those stickers.
Damaged.
They just put like a sticker on their costumes to, for their logos. And those things were usually the first things to go.
That or the gloves.
Yeah, the gloves. Thankfully, Captain Marvel doesn't have gloves, so
right.
Don't have to.
Huh. I guess Dwayne went to see Godzilla -1 tonight.
Oh, is it playing on Island finally?
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, I want to see it.
Dwayne who?
Akoba?
Akoba?
Yeah.
Okay.
We ran into him on Black Friday, actually. I was picking up something from Best Buy, and then just so happens he was waiting in line too. So we got to kind of catch up with him.
It's good seeing him.
Yeah, he's doing well. I see McDonald's is bringing back that adult Happy Meal again.
Yeah, this time with the McNugget toys.
Yeah, the McNugget buddies.
What is an adult? I
don't know. The term just sounds weird. Adult Happy Meal. It's like it comes with a gimp mask. What?
It comes with a.
It doesn't tell you what you do with the toy.
It's a 5-piece McNugget
toy,
small fries, a shot of bourbon, and a cigar,
and a butt plug. The adult Happy Meal.
There went that sponsor.
All right, did we lose all the? Did we still have viewers? Someone's saying small crowd tonight. Everything is looking good, guys. I'm not sure who that is, but thank you.
Oh,
thanks for watching.
Very cool.
But I don't know if you watch Wish. I think it's enjoyable. It's not without merit.
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
It was me, Lawrence.
Hey, Ron said something earlier.
All right.
Yeah.
And
come
who else was
in
there?
It's Sandy Maha.
Oh, Bert.
Yeah, Bert. And
I've seen those guys in a while. Myron.
Yeah, let's go, Myron.
Where was Scott in all this?
Huh?
How come you weren't there?
Where am I?
I don't know. That Wish.
Myron went?
Yeah, Myron and Bert.
Oh, is that the Lawrence thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the trailer. I was like, I haven't seen a Disney movie.
Yeah, Myron.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
I liked Wreck-It Ralph.
I haven't seen a movie in a while. What was the last movie I saw?
Second one was okay.
Wreck-It Ralph. I like Wreck-It Ralph. Just because we are bad guys doesn't mean we're bad guys.
That was a good one.
Felix.
I liked the other one, the Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yeah. Oh, you just like what's his name? It was a Gort. Gort. That little weird guy. And what was the name of
the Yakuza series?
The what?
The Yakuza series.
What Yakuza series?
The Yakuza games.
Oh, okay.
Have you played any of those?
Not really.
Because they got a new one coming out in January, and I was watching the stuff, and it's like the guy, whatever. I'm not sure. I don't know the story yet, but the guy comes to Hawaii, and he's walking around, and you can see him walking down Kalakaua Avenue.
Oh,
and
really?
He stopped, and he's talking to somebody by the Duka Hanamoku statue, and there's ABC stores, all kind of stuff. And it's like, wow.
Oh, that's authentic. That's authentic.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott, I was meaning to ask you, Prime. You have Prime?
Yes.
There's that Jigen movie, the live action one. Did you watch that one?
Oh no, I didn't even know that came out yet.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Actually,
I will watch that.
Yeah. It's kind of endearing.
Chicken.
Okay, can we talk about the mid-credit stingers?
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you think those are going to have any impact, or were they just one-offs? And
Oh no,
never...
I think that's where they were shooting for. No. Or are you talking about the first one with
Well, there's two of them,
right?
Because there's the X-Men tease, and then there's the Young Avengers tease.
Young Avengers. I think Young Avengers. I mean, it seems like they've been grooming that for a while.
Oh, I mean, that's it. Now you're calling Disney groomers. Listen to you.
No, I'm just saying. It's just like it's. I mean,
Jeez Louise, John.
Pointed out.
Huh? Can you pick a better word, please? Jeez Louise. Oh. No, we talked about it at the theater. So, because like they had introduced Kate Bishop, Cassie. We've already seen Cassie in Ant-Man, and then we've met Isaiah in Falcon and Winter Soldier,
in America
and Doctor Strange. So it's like we've got
and they had the
two kids. Two sons of Scarlet Witch.
They didn't have a Hulkling, but they did have the son of Hulk, which could maybe fill in the proxy for that. But
well, Hulkling isn't a Hulk though. Hulkling is a Skrull.
Yeah, no, I know that. That's what I say. He's not the shapeshifter, but he might be a proxy for the Hulkling in the MCU rather than.
And then was it Wiccan and what was the name of the two kids?
Wiccan and isn't he called something like Speed or something?
Speed, Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah.
And
so it just seems like that's the direction that they're going.
And then they could, we kind of could say that they've done the younger version of Kang that would pop up as Iron Lad also. So.
Oh, and what's her name? Ironheart? Riri Williams?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they could use her in place of that.
Well, I don't know, unless she's probably going to fill in for the regular Avengers since Tony Stark's
no more Iron Man.
Not there anymore. Yeah.
For that, well, you still have Don Cheadle.
This is true.
Yeah, but Don Cheadle's not a tech guy. He just wore the armor. He's a soldier. So, Riri would make more sense as a replacement for Tony Stark.
I've been picking up those Happy Meals. And it has like the Disney 100 stuff and all that, and I keep getting that the Falcon and the Captain America. I'm like, that's the fifth one I got.
Oh wow!
So
I'll take one. Give me a Falcon.
Sure. Things are so flat.
So you got I could see them doing the Young Avengers.
Yeah, I think the Young Avengers when I see it, but I'm more curious if the other one is going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
with Binary and the Beast.
Oh, that one too. Yeah.
No, I think it will. I think that Monica being trapped in that other universe is going to lead to. I think we're going to see that it's going to be the in for the X-Men to come into the MCU.
So, did they get it back?
I mean, there's so many things that they could use now because they got the Deadpool movie coming. That could be the entry. They already hinted that Kamala Khan was a mutant, right?
Well, I mean, in the comics now, but yeah, I think they did in the movie. I think they did say something to that effect.
Yeah, but in the show, when she's talking to her buddy Bruno, he's explaining her powers to her. It's like the bangle didn't give you your power; it just like activated something that was already inside you. And then they did the little, the music.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I never watched the show.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah. Nobody's ever made that joke from that show, John.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know. Look, the show just didn't look like it was my kind of thing.
I think you'd like it.
I thought it was fun.
Look, I hate
okay,
kids,
you watch
Michael.
you watch the Marvels. You watch the Marvels. Did you like her family in the Marvels?
I did.
Then you probably like the show.
Yeah, okay.
That was one of the things I was wondering because I knew the family was coming and I thought they'd probably just get a cameo and I was so happy that they got more play than I was expecting. Like Muniba, that's the brother, right? Muniba.
Yeah.
Had some of the best lines in the movie.
He did. He's funny.
It's like, how old are you? Oh, 330. Oh, same age.
Are you praying? Don't stop.
So, I mean, if you like the family, if Kamala's family in the movie, then you probably like the show because that's the strength of the TV show is the family aspect.
I think so.
All right. On your recommendation, I'll check it out.
Okay.
I'm watching.
And like when they did the intro to her, you know how they had the animatics in the like.
Yeah, it was kind of like almost like watching like
that's from the TV series too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There's a lot of those visual elements in the TV series, which is like, wow, that's pretty cool.
The thing is, it's not. Look, I'm not against it. It's just that I just kind of felt like I'm not the target audience for it. I don't know.
No, I get that. I get that. Like I when I watch Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaurs, like if I was 13, I'd probably love this. But
I actually enjoyed that. I never did finish watch the whole thing of that.
Yeah, see, I watched like maybe 5 or 6 episodes and I never got back to it.
Well, I thought visually it was nice. They did a good job on it.
Yeah, the visual is pretty cool, but story wise, it's like this just isn't for me. I mean, I trust me, I get that. I get that thought, Andrew. I do.
Yeah.
Like some stuff's not for everybody. I get it. But I think you might like it if you liked her family. You know, give it maybe like 3 episodes, and if you don't, then just say, okay, well, fuck Michael.
No, everybody's entitled to their.
But that's just it. It's like I've never been like, the thing you like is terrible, and here's why. Like I would never be like that. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't bother me that people like things that I don't like. Like I'm fine with that. I don't need to see that thing destroyed. It doesn't offend me that it exists or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I liked the Kamala comics. I liked the character.
Yeah.
I don't know. The show just didn't.
Yeah.
It's the most TV feeling show of the MCU. Like it feels like a TV show. Does that make sense?
Was it like Family Matters?
Yeah, it feels like it was made for TV. It doesn't feel like a lot of the shows feel like they're trying to stretch a movie out into 12 episodes. This feels like a TV show. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a perfect show. There's a lot of holes in the show.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. That's right. That's right. They didn't in the show they kind of like they had a hint to the other outfit, like somebody was cosplaying as that. The one we're talking about, the Ms. Marvel outfit or whatever.
Cosplaying. Well,
the black one with the lightning bolt.
The blonde girl was cosplaying the like the old school Captain Marvel.
Yeah, so that was kind of nice.
And that was the shot. That costume's not even accurate.
Yeah, it's not accurate, but it's close enough. That it's like oh, there's a nod.
But that was the joke in the show. They were saying that costume's not even accurate.
Yeah,
but it was like based on the old comic costume.
Yeah.
Well, in the comics, Kamala does pattern her costume off of that. Like if you notice, she has that.
She has a stripe. Yeah, that lightning thing on it. Yeah.
But for her like modesty, she made it the way that it is, though. You know, like
yeah, with the pants and the shoes.
It's sort of, I think, it's sort of as a nod to like her traditional upbringing, but also the fact that she's like a teenage girl and maybe doesn't want to parade around in a swimsuit, you know. And
Yeah.
And I don't know. I thought that was really clever. I thought it was clever. Like it made sense. Like she would sort of, you know, she using the name Ms. Marvel, she wants to tie herself to the original Ms. Marvel, but at the same time, her modesty would keep her from, you know, wearing a skimpy outfit.
Mm-hmm. How are we doing on time? 8:45. Okay. So finish coloring this. I didn't erase it. I'm dragging all the ink.
Feels nice to kind of just do a cute piece where I'm not worried about like.
No, you've been killing it with the last few pieces.
Very nice.
Yeah, looks good. I think both you guys, even Andrew, you've been kind of belting out a lot of good stuff. Or I see you've been going back to like previous pieces and then just kind of reworking them.
Yeah. I have like all these like rando, you know, doodles that I do that just kind of take up space. And I thought, and if there's anything of value in them, it might be, you know, it might be able to sort of bring it out in them. But
yeah. I'm the other way. I'm like, oh, maybe I should color this, and afterwards, oh, maybe I shouldn't have colored it.
Well, I mean that happens too.
Yeah. Regret is a harsh mistress.
Okay, so 14 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm pretty close to done, so that's good.
I'm done.
I figure I should do anything with the background.
Oh, the person who was talking, it was Sandy. Sandy made some comments.
It's a me, Mario.
Yeah.
Sandy.
It's a Sandy. I didn't even drink my drink. Ugh, just gross warm.
I've got 2 more days left at my job.
Oh, exciting!
Well, I thought you already moved.
Oh, not yet.
You have a lot of stuff to clear out.
No, I think I bought 2 boxes of stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Nothing really crazy. I just got like my tchotchkes and toys and stuff.
Tchotchkes. Hey, wait, Scott. Hey, look at this. I found the old glass. Remember this?
Yay!
Yeah. One of these. Look, and what does it say? Shazam.
That's the magic word.
Shazam.
My pen. Shazam.
Shazam! Golly!
Yeah. Do you know the actor Fred McMurray?
Yes.
Was the original?
Wasn't he the beaver?
No.
No,
my
he's in,
three sons. My 3 sons.
Flubber.
My 3 sons.
Flubber.
Yeah, and,
yeah, he was in a lot of stuff.
That's the actor that Captain Marvel was patterned after.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
which Captain Marvel are we talking about?
Shazam.
Captain Marvel.
Shazam.
CC
sure.
Beck patterned his design off of Fred McMurray.
Oh, that's funny. I like what you said though. How it's like, why is his eyes always closed?
I just think it's funny. When I was a kid, I thought he was Asian. I know it's stupid.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, I can see that. I mean, it's a bad stereotype, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but you got to remember that was the era too where we had all those like chop chop and all that. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's exactly. Well, Roy Thomas and Rich Buckler had an idea in the 70s when they wanted to bring back, Captain Marvel, but couldn't use the name. They changed the name to Captain Thunder. Oh, and then he was still Billy Batson, but when he says the magic word Shazam, he turns into Captain Thunder, and it kind of makes sense because there's always the thunderbolt that comes down and
but this doesn't ring off.
Superman 2 something, the one where he has the belt buckle and he rolls it and he says thunder. And then
is that what it was?
Yeah, T is for tornado and H is for hair, and U is for like something answer or something. And it's kind of an acronym. Yeah, it was a shaman instead of the old wizard. There was a shaman.
Oh no, you're talking about the one that pops up in Superman, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I saw the sketchbook, Buckler's designs. He drew them just like the regular Shazam. Like the only different thing he did, he made him black.
Oh. Interesting.
So they thought they would make like this version of Shazam, they'd make him black. And I thought, well, that's a good way to distinguish him from, Superman.
Well, definitely.
But no, DC, they shut it down.
Yeah.
They
Big red cheese.
I think it would have been cool if we had a black Captain Thunder.
It kind of still exists in one of the stuffs. One of the.
Yeah, I think they're multiple Earths or whatever.
Yeah.
Who was the one on Super Friends?
Black Vulcan.
Oh, Vulcan.
And that's entirely because they didn't want to pay Tony Isabella any royalties for Black Lightning.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to take the character and change it a little bit. And
yeah, we get reminded every now and then the comics is a business, and it's not always a nice business.
Nope.
Okay, we still need something for next week. What do we want to do for next week?
What are we doing? Samurai chanting.
Santorai.
Okay, and then for the 20th, so we got Samurai next week, holiday movies 13th, something for the 20th. Scott, you got anything?
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge.
Yeah, that's a Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating
Office Space.
Oh yeah, Office Space.
Idiocracy.
Yeah. That's my stapler.
Okay, Mike Judge it is.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, so next month is Samurais, holiday movies, Mike Judge, and then Aquaman.
Yeah. Aquaman.
You think any of the women want to partake in any of these? Maybe the holiday one.
I don't know. Maybe Aquaman. The ladies love Momoa, right?
You know what's interesting is
they really do.
Is the villain in this one King Kordax?
In the new one?
Is it?
Because I saw
it's Black Manta.
Because I saw a figure of Kordax.
Oh, maybe they're kind of tying that in, maybe.
I believe Kordax provides Manta with some sort of magic weapon.
Oh.
I think it's the plot that I'm able to glean from the trailer.
All right, let's do last rounds. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
I'll go.
All right, came in good. You're gonna color it?
Yeah, I think so.
It is color. The costume's black and white. She is in color.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I'll probably do like a
For the
spacey
background,
background.
too. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Some Kirby dots and things like that.
That looks good.
Kirby dots.
Kirby Crackle.
Yeah, Kirby Crackle.
All right,
Very
John,
nice.
you ready?
Sure. Okay. So you saw this one, Big Chaka.
Big Chaka.
Saw the Garfield Flurken.
The Garflurken.
Flurken. Then I did the Singing Planet. So
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I couldn't think of anything that screaming your head off on. But
Should have done a Disney song like "Let It Go."
no, that would be obvious. But yeah, that's right. She is a Disney princess. I just thought it was more uncharacteristic.
All right, Scott, you ready?
See, only 3, Drew. Only 3 this time.
No.
There you go. She looks so upset.
Yeah, somebody took her name.
Mary?
I find the actor who plays Mary Marvel in the movies to be very attractive.
Oh yeah.
I think that was intentional.
I'm just putting it out there. I hate myself for it because she's supposed to be like a teenager.
Yeah.
But just
No, she's college age.
Not in the movie. Yeah, in the movie.
No.
She's college age. She's not supposed to be a teenager.
Yeah, well, I'm too old to be leering at college students.
Well, that's a different issue.
I got to rewatch the movie. It's on, right? It's on
HBO Max or Max.
It's on
Max, and I think it's on Hulu too. But
Yeah.
not
All
Hulu,
right,
but
Scott.
Prime. Very cool.
And here I got my Miss Marvel.
Yeah, nice.
More playing around with this homemade paper.
Yeah.
Homemade paper.
Yeah, I picked up this handmade paper.
Just like Mom used to make.
Yeah. Anything to promote? I know we'll obviously MauiCon, December 9 and 10. 3 of us will be there. Scott, are you going to Maui?
I don't think so.
Just come today. Just come
John,
up.
John, Drew, and I will be
Yeah.
in Maui for the
Yes.
artist alley, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Michael, have you reached out to Gail Simone?
Have I reached out to? No. Why?
Okay. No, just because I know you follow her and stuff. I wondered if you'd ever tried messaging her and stuff. I wonder if she...
Well, she's active on Facebook and she's active on Blue Sky.
Oh.
I just wonder if she'd be up for a dinner night or something.
I can. I gotta check with my wife and see if she's willing to do it.
Yeah. And then Saturday is always the big get together with everybody. So that's
Yeah, Tom was saying there's usually some at Alika's place or somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't roll with that crowd, so I don't get invited to those things.
Or
But you
sometimes
have-
it's like it's
You have a
or
table?
sometimes it's at the store. I mean, it's at the comic shop.
Yeah, I can reach out to her and see, but yeah. But I haven't reached out yet, no. Because I did want to message her because I did that drawing of her. I want to see if she'll sign a copy for me and for Alika.
I'm sure she'll
That'd be awesome.
I'm pretty sure she's seen it because when I posted it, Dark Horse shared it out.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This Saturday I got a craft fair.
Craft fair.
Gwen and I are going to be at the Milani Rec Center, Rec 5, from 4 to 9. Free event, free parking, free shuttle.
Saturday 4 to 9.
Yeah. So it's the
Rec 5?
Milani Town Association holiday craft fair. There's going to be
Rec
food.
5?
Rec 5, yeah. Rec 5, standing by.
Standing by.
You're too close. I can't shake them.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, pops up, stay on target.
Drew, you got anything coming up besides the
Dracula, 1944.
Did you guys finish it? You gonna have it done in time for Maui or
Not for Maui, but it'll be done in time for Amazing.
Amazing?
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
I believe the plan is to have it to unveil it at Amazing.
I think a lot of people are shooting for Amazing. So
our writer is in Japan.
Well,
she's gonna change the story now.
You can write from anywhere.
That's right.
But I wanted to try it. I don't know. Connie's drawn pretty fast. I think she'll probably finish it this month or December, and hopefully I can finish getting it inked in December.
How many pages?
I think it's gonna be like 20.
Okay.
Connie's drawn about. I think she's drawn like 7 or 8 so far.
Okay.
And then I've inked.
Nice.
What am I inking? I'm almost done inking page 4. Right. I'm almost done with page 4. Getting ready to start page 5.
Okay.
And I'm still working on the cover. The cover's about halfway done. I still have to finish the cover.
Nice. What about your comic, Mike?
Maybe Amazing. I don't know.
I don't know. You're moving along pretty quickly.
Yeah, but yeah, if I sit down and focus on it, I can probably do it in a week. But that's if I sit down and focus on it.
No, I mean just a little every day.
I just confirmed with Ben that I do indeed still have a table for Amazing. So.
Nice.
All right. Well, so schedule for next week or next month. So next Drink and Draw will be Samurais. So good holiday theme, Samurais.
Santorai.
Here, hey, Joseph says hi. Aloha, bro. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Joe Perez.
Joe Perez. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why Joe. What's it like 3 a.m. for you? What the hell are you doing coming on now? Yes, 9 p.m. It's like
it's 9 here.
Yeah. It's only 2 a.m. Well, I was an hour off.
This whole daylight savings screwing us up,
Yeah, Joe, we're wrapping up. Sorry, you can go back and watch it though.
Yeah.
All right. Any last shots?
No.
All right. Thank you for watching. Okay, we say aloha.
Where's Drew's face?
Aloha.
Yeah.
All right, there's Drew's face. Now we can go.
There you go.
Have a great one, Joe. Thanks
All good.
Thanks for stopping by.